Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I am the Big B82 and this is part 56 of my Discovery Era Science Officer. We're about to undertake another mission here in the Delta Quadrant, the mission Revelations, where we're going to respond to a distress call from the USS Callisto. I'm going to now pick up the mission and then we'll get the show on the road, as they like to say in the 25th century.
We've received a distress call from the USS Callisto, which was on a research mission in a little explored area of the Delta Quadrant. We're not sure what happened to the Callisto, but we need someone to check it out. There are a lot of people on the Callisto, good Starfleet officers and researchers. Bring them home.
The Callisto, of course, is a Titan class starship. So let's begin the mission Revelations, and then I shall crack out my cheesy captain's log. Captain's log, Stardate 87120.13. We are on patrol near the Dyson Sphere and have been ordered to a distress call from the USS Callisto. Nothing like a cheesy intro. I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate you, everyone who's decided to sign up to watch me play Star Trek and Elite Dangerous. Again, once other games come out, I'll probably be doing them. But the majority of my stuff will probably be centered around Star Trek and Elite Dangerous. We arrived in the location of the distress call from USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a lunar class Federation starship. There might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. So it's a lunar, ain't it? A lunar class. Named after a moon. The moon Callisto. One of the Junon moons. One of the moons of Jupiter. No luck, Admiral. Sensors aren't picking up any live readings in the wreckage. Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate, we can identify her. Can we identify who attacked her?
This is 7 of 9.
Oh shit. Admiral, we have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7, this is Admiral Cartwright of the USS Hunjinin. We've responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
They have a lot to explain. Okay.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Fourth Alliance space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisons. You idiots think this was going to end for you?
Alien vessel, you have violated the Voth facility, and will be...
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Admiral, We're receiving a distress call from the Teray homeworld on screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Teray homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Exactly, the Teray.
The Teray are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
You think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Teray? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Teray are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Prepare a show of good faith. Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Of course, Lady from the Teray homeworld, we're ready to leave on your orders. So let's head to the Teray homeworld and see what's going down. Probably nothing good. Poor Teray.
We have arrived in the Teray system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Teray vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Wherever they are, they're packing quite a punch. Although the science side of the technology is exceptional, even abroad do not have ships such as these. One of the ships has broken off and is moving into our direction. Your funeral?
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Right, it's being down. We'll have to change my uniform now. I won't be heading down in my dress uniform.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make this happen. First things first, change my uniform to my combat armor. Right, let's go and...
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
We'll help him, and maybe we can answer some. Maybe he can answer some questions.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
We already know what the underspace is. Who are the attackers? We couldn't identify the ships.
The attackers were Vaadwaur. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
What? Ah, Scheiße. What am I controlling?
Thank you. The ships emerged from the... You are not Teray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
If I may, Underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the corridor's radial wall. At the time, we speculated that the corridors would speed our journey back to Federation space. That was not possible.
If Underspace is a Teray secret, how were these attackers able to use it?
The attackers were Vaadwaur.
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwaur. I would know.
Have you confronted the Vaadwaur previously?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwaur, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwaur used Underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vaadwaur we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vaadwaur are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vaadwaur. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
I blame myself for the Vaadwaur's return. It was a door best left unopened.
To be perfectly honest, self-blame is stupid.
We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaadwaur.
Regrets are stupid. You should never carry on with regrets. You know, they'll make you age. Right.
My analysis of this node is complete. No further execute the following steps in the correct order.
Go on.
First, you must reboot the core matrix.
The matrix.
Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampeners. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Okay, so matrix. Dampeners. Uplink.
Connection reestablished. No further hostile beams detected. When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Boswell was statistically insignificant.
Well, statistically, as it is, they are here.
Whatever happens here, no further hostile. We must inform our superiors about the Vaadwaur. I have completed my analysis. Complete the following steps in the correct order.
Go on.
First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Right, matrix.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Relays.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Relay. Stand so close to me.
Uplink relay.
I want sexy time with Raffi, but I'm not Raffi. Maybe Raffi left you? Never stood a chance.
No further hostile. Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order.
Go on.
First, you must access the AI subroutines.
Subroutines.
Next, you must update the defense protocols.
Protocols.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Okay.
Enemy target on sensor.
No further hostile beams detected. Analysis complete. First, next you must finally you must
Protocols. Relay. Yeah, crap baskets. How's wrong?
No further hostile beams detected. Defense node online.
It's because I got attacked, I got put off. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
When we first rescued the Vaadwaur, we thought we could be allies.
Yeah, I never questioned Janeway before, but that was a really stupid idea.
No further hostile beams detected.
Is this free to play? Yes, it is free to play friendly. Yep. It is free to play friendly. You might get a bit of issue when you get to the end game where you have to have a tier 6 ship, but you're not really forced to fly a tier 6 ship. You can get by with a tier 5. And if you join a fleet, well, if you join one of the bigger fleets, that you can get a fleet ship, which is just as good. Stop standing so close to me, 7. Bugger off.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Go on.
First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Right, matrix.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Relays.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Matrix. Relays. And uplink.
Uplink established.
And behold the dome.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
Right, it's crack-a-lack getting in, get to the central thing. Seriously, why are you so close to me?
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here.
No
The
further
restart
hostile
process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off until the defense grid has completed the restart sequence.
The Terrae took control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly the Vaadwaur object.
You think?
Enemy target on sensor. Shield losing power.
Vaadwaur reinforcements approaching.
Flanking damage detected.
Seven and 9. She's
Flanking damage detected.
brilliant in stating the understatement, ain't she?
The Vaadwaur are relentless. Probability of our survival is slim.
Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Damn, these guys are weak as shit.
The Vaadwaur are tenacious fighters. We must be warned.
Okay, time to deploy a little ship.
We can't keep together!
What is that?
Nice armor.
No further hostile beams detected.
We're over there, Seven.
No further hostile beams detected.
I'm receiving a message from the hygiene and the Vodwire are retreating from underspace. Even with the defense grid online, terrain couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they could finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vodwire do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vodwire tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Terrain. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
7 and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologise, Bellas. Admiral, the USS Voyager has entered orbit. Admiralty workers requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted.
Seven of 9.
Admiral.
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault. Your ship invaded the Voth outpost. You woke the Vodwire.
Vodwire. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong. The Vodwire have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Wow, okay. That's pretty ominous. 7 and 9 safely arrived on Voyager and the Vodwire's threat on the ground here is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining false hostiles. We're clear to return to the Hygiene on your order. Well, let's go. Return home. We're not clearly welcome in this system. Let the Voth deal with the Vodwire. A new enemy has creeped in. Great. And I thought that the Delta Quadrant would be a nice plain sailing. Clearly not.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Touré. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vodwire, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vodwire. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. We're clear to depart as soon as you're ready, Admiral. Let's leave the system. And and with that we'll have our contact.
I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. It would be troublesome enough to have the Vaadwaur return in force. They're an aggressive and difficult species. But if they have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth, this does not bode well. Hello, would you...
And with that, that is the end of part 56. I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 57 when we do some patrols again. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Ciao for now.